In return, everybody in the stands comes to your feet, and when they make their way off of turn number 4, you make enough noise to shake these cars like they shake the windows all around the area. They come from the land of the ice and snow tonight. They bring the speed and the heat that's blazing. It's the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association at I-90 Speedway. Set to go next time off of turn number 4. The first time since 2010. Outlaw Sprints ready to rumble here at I-90 Speedway. James Brody, Jade Hastings, Austin Pierce, Nick Amdahl, Brendan Mullen, Nick Ranton, Eric Lutz, Jack Croker, Jody Rosenboom, Skylar Prohaska, O'Banion, Estenson, Nygaard, Dover, Amdahl, Engel, Egeland, Ledger, Romelink, Gilbertson, Adams, Ballinger, Amdahl, and Graham. Your 24 starters, 25 times around. The Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association about to get it on at I-90. Big wheelie there on the pole from James Brody. He does it again on the whole front straightaway. Gets the car loose into turn number 1. He's just trying to collect that car up as the 8H of Jade Hastings rockets out into the lead. Car sideways in turn 4, collects up Alan Gilbertson, and we've got trouble in turn 4. Red flag is out. Oh, here comes Hastings. He hasn't lifted yet. He's going to get in it too. Here comes the leader into it. The leader into the incident, and a car rolling off of turn number 3 as well. We've got multiple incidents right now. One in turn number 4 involving 3 cars and a single car crash outside of turn 3. Jade Hastings out to the early lead. It started over here in turn 4. Kevin Engel got sideways. Alan Gilbertson got into him, and Hastings comes sliding in there in the 8H and got there. And then another incident outside turn 3. Green flag off of turn number 4. Fastenal pace truck will leave him on the back straightaway. Green in turn number 4. Your Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association main event at I-90. Eric Lutz, big wheelie down the front straightaway in the 5 machine. Settled it down to get into turn number 1. As Ranton leads down the back straightaway into turn 3. Yellow is out, yellow is out, yellow. Jade Hastings, little trigger happy on that one. And he'll get put from the back all the way to the back. Try again. We'll see if James Brody can keep wheels down on the front half of that race car. Fire with the 55 of Nick Ranton. Here comes Green, 25 laps. We're back underway. Everybody keeps their wheels down on this start. Nick Ranton, all 4 wheels down and out in front of everybody. He'll lead down into turn number 1. Or turn number 3. Ranton leads off of 4. He'll lead the opening lap. 24 to go. Here comes Austin Pierce to the outside. The 2A machine looking for second. He's got it. Brody in third. Brendan Mullen in fourth. And Jack Croker completing your top 5. 2 laps in now with 23 to go. Side by side for the second spot. James Brody back to the inside of Austin Pierce. Side by side and 1. Better drive off the corner for the 2A of Pierce. He'll have the second spot. Timothy Estenson coming after the 8 ball of Jack Croker, looking for a spot in the top 5. As he does that, here comes the 35 of Prohaska after him. Brendan Mullen around the 33 of James Brody, and into the top 3 goes the 11M of Brendan Mullen. Prohaska getting by the 14T of Timothy Estenson and up a spot into 6th. Brody sideways in turn number 2. Here comes Jack Dover. He'll get 1, maybe 2 spots as they go to turn 3, and he's going to make it a 1-lap triple, and he does. The 81 of Jack Dover, but we've got trouble. Turn 2, yellow is out. Trouble for Elliot Omdahl, the 51A. Coming to a stop over in turn number 2. Yellow lights on with 4 laps in, 21 to go. And so once the 55 of Nick Ranton picks up the pace, we're back to racing. Wheelie, and he'll come up across the front of the 2A of Pierce. Could be a big move here for Brendan Mullen as the 14T of Timothy Estenson went wheels up down the front straightaway. Ranton holds on to the lead. Mullen's got the 2nd spot, pressuring him into turn number 3. Big wheelie down the back straightaway from the 5 of Eric Lutz. Good battle for the 2nd spot. As the 81 of Jack Dover is on the move, he's got the 6th position. Timothy Estenson, though, back around his outside. They both go by the 33 of James Brody will lose the spot to the 81 of Dover, and now Estenson on the offensive coming after Brody in the 33. Austin Pierce able to fend off the challenge from Brendan Mullen thus far. Pierce runs in 2nd. Mullen right there. 1 car length off of him as they go back to turn number 1. Mullen will dive to the bottom in turn number 2. Can't get there. Lap traffic's going to be wild here, and it's going to be in play here very, very soon. Ranton ripping the top of 1 and 2, bottom of 3 and 4. Another big wheelie from the 5 of Eric Lutz. In the few years since he's been behind the wheel of a 410 and feeling the power here tonight. Lap traffic for your race leaders now in play as they will come to 15 to go. Here comes Pierce to the outside looking for the lead. Ranton on the bottom, Pierce on the top. Still side by side as we go to turn number 1. Austin Pierce leads off of turn number 2 and is your new race leader. Ranton leading the first 9 laps. Now Pierce out front with 10, making now 11 laps in. Jack Dover on the move. He's got 3rd in the 81 machine. Brendan Mullen slowing into turn number 1. Yellow may be coming, and it is. Flat left rear tire for the 11 of Brendan Mullen. Brendan Mullen running in the top 5. He was 4th when they crossed the finish line last time. Now has a flat left rear tire on the Native Nations Cannabis. Car number 11M, he goes to the work area. Austin Pierce, Nick Ranton side by side. 14 laps to go. Pierce going to leave him. Here comes Dover to the inside of Ranton looking for 2nd. Jack Dover's got the spot. Here comes Brody to the outside of Ranton, side by side for 3rd, and Estenson coming into the top 5. Skylar Prohaska just went 4 wide and passed 3 cars. Yellow's out, trouble in turn 2. Yellow is out. We're going to do that one again. It looks like the 17 of Zach Omdahl around in turn number 2. The 17 of Zach Omdahl around in the 2nd turn. Caution flag back out over the speedway. Still 11 in and 14 to go. And Jack Dover did not want to see that start come back, nor did Skylar Prohaska. Dover had a great start, had the 2nd spot. That's going to be negated. And Skylar Prohaska went 4 wide down the back straightaway, past 3 cars. All for naught with the caution flag coming out before the lap was scored. I sit number 2 behind Jared Nitro. We'll have to see how it shakes out after this one. Here we go, 14 laps remaining. Great start for Austin Pierce. Better start this time for Ranton into 55. He'll hang with them. Brody into the 3rd spot, into 33 machine, coming around the outside. Here comes Dover trying to get to his inside. Brody trying to get to the inside of the 55 of Ranton. Pushes up the racetrack. Dover to his inside. He'll take 3rd. Estenson by him for the 4th spot. So Tim Estenson into 4th. James Brody back to 5th, and here comes Skylar Prohaska in the 35. Prohaska to the inside. And he will come after James Brody right in front of the 47 of Branto Banyan. Jody Rosenboom coming back through the field after falling earlier, trying to get cracked back in towards the top 5. It is Austin Pierce out in front in this one. Side by side for the second spot. Give it to Jack Dover getting into turn number 1. Dover getting by the 55 of Nick Ranton, and now he's got to erase a 2.6 second lead for the 2A of Austin Pierce as Pierce enters lap traffic with 10 to go. Pierce ripping the high line here at I-90 Speedway. Blister in the racetrack. Dover 1.7 seconds behind, so closing in a bit. Into Chris and Rick Bowers, number 81 machine. Battle for the 4th spot. Ranton has it. Here comes Timothy Estenson after him. Estenson to the inside in turns 1 and 2. Slides up, can't get it. Ranton holds the spot. Meanwhile, the 35, Skylar Prohaska, big move. He's into the top 5. And Jody Rosenboom, he was back there about 15th a few laps to go. He is now 6th on the field. Pierce continues to run the top, but there are cars running that groove in front of him. It's the 20A of Jordan Adams, also the 26 right there with him of Blake Eglin. Pierce will get by Eglin, now goes to the bottom, working on the 20A of Adams as they come off turn number 4. Dover seeing him pull away just a bit, still at 1.8 seconds. Pierce picking it up, laying it down, but Dover keeping him honest. 1.6 seconds with 5 to go. Andy Bobble here for the 2A of Pierce, and Jack Dover is going to be there off of turn number 4. 4 laps to go, and the lead goes down to just 1 second. Dover's car is coming to him. Pierce may be going away. Estenson, Ranton, O'Banion now in the top 5. Dover closes in again, down to 0.6 of a second. Dover trying to diamond cut turn number 2, couldn't get there. The 17 machine of Zach Omdahl was running the bottom. So a better lap there for Pierce as he pulled a 10th. Oh, trouble, turn number 2, car going around, yellow is out, make it the red. Red lights are on. Red going to come out, and it's, I believe, the 35 of Skylar Prohaska on his side over there in turn number 2 to put us under the red. Nick Ranton, Brent O'Banion. Top 5, 3 to go. Dover went in high, made the big diamond move, trying to get the run on the 2A of Pierce. Couldn't get it done. He'll run in second. Estenson on the high line as Brant O'Banion gets around Ranton, and Brant O'Banion into the 4th spot. Dover again, diamond cut through 1 and 2, but he is not closing in on the leader. They'll come to the white flag. 2 pony show out front, Pierce and Dover. Estenson right there with them if something would happen. Final time down the back straightaway, and in the first ever appearance of the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association at I-90 Speedway, your winner is Austin Pierce. Jack Dover goes second, third to Tim Estenson, Brant O'Banion fourth, and Jody Rosenboom into the top 5. There's your finish tonight for the Buffalo Wild Wings Northern Outlaw Sprint Association. And it's Austin Pierce getting the win here this evening in the 2A. 81, Jack Dover second, 14T, Tim Estenson third. Brant O'Banion from 11th will finish in the 4th spot, and 5th to the 14 of Jody Rosenboom. Cody Ledger 6th, Nick Ranton 7th, Eric Lutz 8th, Jordan Adams 9th, Blake Eglin was 10th. Jordan Graham 11th, Zach Omdahl 12th, Shane Rommeling 13th, James Brody 14th, and Jack Croker 15th. Skylar Prohaska 16th, Jade Hastings 17th, Brendan Mullen 18th, Elliot Omdahl 19th, Wade Nygaard 20th.
As he comes around the front side of the car, patience definitely in the name of the game when it comes to sprint cars here in lap traffic, and a caution-filled feature. What was going through your head during that A main?
I don't know. I was getting pretty tired out there, to be honest. It was a pretty elbows up racetrack there, pretty tricky cushion. We were on the top, we were on the bottom. I got around Nick Ranton. He was setting a good pace there, and luckily I found the top groove there in turns 3 and 4. I think that's kind of what won me the race. Being the leader, Nick there, he didn't know where to go, so I was just searching and found that. And I knew when we got to lap traffic, I could always move back up there. So I just got to thank my crew, Kyle, Don, Matt, Lee. He's not here tonight, but everybody that makes this thing go around. We struggled a little bit last night, but to come back and win I couldn't ask for anything better.
So once again, 2 Aggressive here tonight puts it in victory lane. Congratulations.
So Fierce, Austin Pierce, your winner here tonight at I-90 Speedway in the 410 Sprint Cars.